Hey, what's going on, guys? Skidmore here. Thanks so much for clicking on the video. So again, The Alters. This game was developed and published by 11-Bit Studios. It is a story-driven sci-fi survival game with a unique twist, very unique. You play as Jan Dolsky, the lone survivor after a horrible crash on a hostile planet. You learn right away that inventory or resource management is vital to your survival on the planet's surface. You'll land and explore a compact, beautifully crafted environment full of resources, anomalies, mining zones, and optional things for you to stumble across. Very quickly, you'll learn you need help in your base because there's a lot for you to do and manage. The material the agency seems to be obsessed with that's vital to your survival is called rupidium. It can be mined, and this is what you will use to create different versions or alters of Jan. So it's a lot of base building, leaving the base for more resources and just constantly expanding as you run from solar radiation from the sun. You will also face storms, technical malfunctions in your base, and added stress from your newly appointed crew members. You have to make Jan happy, right? While also making Jan happy. I guess that's a funny way of putting it, I suppose, right? I played on PS5, and I thought the controls were really intuitive. Navigating the base is a lot of fun, and it makes it even more fun that you could put everything exactly where you wanted it. It really reminded me of Fallout Shelter when I was building the base, except running around in each of the rooms just felt so good. To touch on the story, we basically touched on the basics of the story, right? But in the beginning of the game, but there's one thing about the Alter story that is really unique, and that is the quantum computer, okay? This is the heart and soul of it. This is where you'll see Jan's life path and how it changes after each Alter is born from the womb. Yes, the womb. This alone was perfect, and in my opinion, a very dynamic way of storytelling. Each Alter, after they wake up, wonders why they are where they are. And for you to have to deal with that stress and, of course, the welfare of that Alter makes the story really feel alive and refreshing as you progress. Going into the quantum computer one more time before we move on, reading the life path of Jan himself and, of course, the Alters and how it changes is so well done. It was all like a book that I just didn't want to put down. That's all I'll say, and 100% think that this is something that you should experience for yourself if you love storytelling.
Hello, Molly. You don't fight, do you?
Moving on to the graphics in the game, they're just flat out amazing. Of course they are, right? I mean, the game uses UE5 and truly delivers a smooth and third-person experience for you to enjoy. The base, while remembering you do completely get control on how it's shaped, looks amazing from both the planet surface and on the inside. I really love all the assets on the inside of the base and the attention to detail the game delivers. Each character model or asset looks great, and accompanied with the story really made me feel invested in each Alter that was born. Particle-heavy environments pop with dust, smoke, radiation detection bursts, and procedural weather that is amplified by the UE5 technology. The dynamic lighting ensures that transitioning between day and night, both in the base and on the planet, really feel immersive. Which brings me to my next topic, the day and night cycle. So the day and night cycle isn't just aesthetically pleasing, right, but a core gameplay mechanic that creates tension and impacts your decision-making greatly. So 1 real-world second equals 1 in-game minute. So a full 24 hours in the game, it lasts just 24 minutes in real time. The only thing that adjusts this, right, is when you're working on anything, when you're building anything, it speeds up time. So obviously that would change when Jan's taking care of a job. So if you're outside, say you're mining, and you're working on that mine, it's going to speed up time. Which I guess is good and bad depending on how you look at it, because, I don't think that you'd want to sit there for too long doing it. But it puts pressure on you when you're doing a job because you definitely want to use all of your time wisely. but it's really cool because the day and night cycle, it's fantastic. When you wake up in the morning, because each altar, they have a shift, right? From when they start their work day to, when they're done and they go back and they're just unwinding. But, they have their morning routines, or you'll see them, go into the kitchen to eat breakfast or a meal. It's just really, really cool how the day and night cycle impacts the game really all over, depending on what you're doing. Moving on to the audio and sound design, it's just simply wonderful. It's fantastic. The sound team at 11-Bit Studios did an amazing job. So spatial audio and the ambient noise is great, and when you move around, one of the anomalies at night, it's definitely pretty weird. I'd say navigating each room as well in the base has its own ambient noises, and they all sound perfect. My favorite really was probably the dorms, especially when the alters are fighting. I thought that was funny.
You bastard. You're pathetic.
Or even if you're in there when you walk in there and just the music's playing. I think really every room that you walk into, it just sounds good. So overall, I really think the Alters is worth the $35 that you'd pay for it, right? Its unique story and impactful gameplay elements really make it an unforgettable experience, I think. The only time I found myself getting frustrated was with the resource management, which is obviously a huge part of the game. It feels overwhelming at first in the beginning, okay? But once you get the hang of it, it's really not bad at all, okay? Which would kind of lead to another negative feeling, and that would be the grind. Okay, so yes, it's not bad, but then, like I said, once you get the hang of it, you really, really, really feel like you're grinding for all these materials. But again, once I got the hang of it, and it was easier, sure, but like I said, it does feel like a grind at times. Nonetheless, though, the story, graphics, and just overall gameplay 100% outweigh any of that negativity completely. You really feel each time you go out of the base that you're doing something really meaningful, right? And pairing that with the narrative, avoiding radiation poisoning, superb base building mechanics, and amazing visuals, I think the Alters is really a home run. I would give the Alters a 9 out of 10. This game, for the price, is really something you should all try for yourselves.
I'll be damned.
As always, guys, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. Give the video a thumbs up, and it would mean a lot to me if you guys subscribe to the channel, as we are on the way to 1,000 subs, boys. 1,000 subs. So thanks again for stopping by, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Radiation wave? Now? Oh, shit. It's rising fast. I gotta get to the base.